y'all, it's Taylor from Tattooed Teacher Plans. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. Today I'm memory keeping the week of January 10th through the 16th, and it was an interesting week. It had some ups and downs, but I have a beautiful kit to use. I've been waiting to use this. I love it so much. It's from Lemon and Honey Studio. I do have a code for her shop. I'll leave it down in the description with all the other info, but I just think this is so pretty. These photographs, she has such an eye for like patterns and photos, and this is just so beautiful. Really excited to use this. So we've got 8 full boxes here. We've got the bottom washi, and it comes in 2 strips. Date covers. I love this extra box. I'm going to definitely be using that. And then we've got some functional things here and some extra boxes, and then a page full of boxes, which I love. So I'm really, really pumped to use this. I forgot to grab any like glitter headers or anything. So do I use the scallops, which I totally could do, and I might do that. Yeah, let's just go with it. Let's use the scallops and just make it like totally cute. I'm excited. So let's get started. I absolutely love this kit so much. Like, just the photography is so beautiful. It does not snow like this where I live. Very rarely does it. We usually enjoy it and have school off when it does. So I was happy to use something very snowy for this week, just to live vicariously. I'm just kind of trimming this because I like to use the sidebar column all the way down. Just layering the 2 strips. I really like the width of each one, or the height, I should say. I just like the contrast between the different sizes and the different like textures and stuff. It's nice. And then I'm just using these scallop, I think they're headers. I'm pretty sure they're headers. I'm just laying those across the top because I think they're so pretty, and they just give the spread kind of a little whimsy, if you will. And I just really like the look of that. I am putting the weekend banner onto Friday as well, because you'll see what happens. We ended up with a longer weekend than expected. So I'm just putting in the day covers right above. I turn my planner on its side so that I can see everything a little bit better. And I'm just whiting out what's on the page because I'm popping them up just a little bit higher than what the script is that's printed on the page. Okay, then just laying down all of my full boxes. I really wanted to use the Just Breathe box right there in the sidebar. I thought that set the right tone for this week, especially after everything that happened. And then just laying down the rest of the full boxes. I think I used all of them except for one, and which is totally fine with me. I know when I go into these memory plan with me spreads that I may not get to use all the full boxes, depending on what I put in there. And then just finishing off my journaling section over here, I'm just using this sticker that says this week on top of this leftover piece of washi from the bottom washi. And I'm just going to pop that on my sidebar. And then I have a box there for my favorite moment. So I'll come back to that at the end. And then moving on into the day by day. So I laid down a flag first, and then I grabbed a character sticker, and this has to be the perfect one for this week. Probably for next week too, but I found these ones from Once More with Love, the dumpster fire. It's perfect. Goes great with the theme of this week. So basically things just kind of went downhill as the week progressed when it came to school and staffing and even student attendance and all of that. So I'm just journaling that COVID is running through the staff and other health issues too. We may go online, ? There's a lot of rules in Texas that kind of tie your hands. So we're trying to figure out what we can do. And I wrote a note here that we complained about it being a boring year. Well, now it's not. Yeah, we actually had a lot of conversations about this first semester, about how like a lot of people lost their spark, or they just kind of lost some of their motivation because like last year was so, in its own way, exciting. And then this year was just like business as usual, and we really didn't have that many issues with stuff. And then all of a sudden, this semester, yeah, it's been a rough start. We're gonna get back on track, but it's a lot. Okay, I cut down that full box in the Monday column just to save some space, and I don't like my full boxes to overlap between the columns. And then I just put in this self-care sticker, and I just noted that I was already tired. On Tuesday, I am popping in this little picture, and I took it at my desk, and it was just like my face after everything that was like happening. And I put a note here that it started to take a turn for the worse. Like, we had even less students and staff at school on Tuesday. It was a lot. But I put here that I can only do what's within my control. And I love this illustration, and it says, "Stop trying to calm the storm, calm yourself, the storm will pass." I love that so much because that just kind of encompasses my attitude right now. Just trying to let things roll off and just kind of go with the punches. But this week I was having an issue with some tension headaches, which ended up being a full-blown migraine on Sunday, but it would just would go away and then come back. So I would have a headache at work or late at night, and then it would go away and it'd be fine, and then it would come back. And I know it was stress related for sure, but it was just annoying. And then on Wednesday here, I put in my video for the week. Actually, all of my video thumbnails will be put in. I'll finish on Friday in a minute. But Monday was a regular plum paper plan with me. And then Wednesday was a memory plan with me. I'm finally finishing up all of my December spreads. I've got the videos ready. I just haven't released them to y'all, but we're getting close. And then Friday was organizing my leftovers. So if you want to go watch any of those, they're up on my channel. You can go check them out. On Wednesday, I put here that we are surviving school, but something's got to give. And then this day, I actually had a half day because I went to the doctor, my elbow doctor, my orthopedic surgeon is his actual name. And it went really well. And they took out my stitches and I got released, which is awesome. And the doctor said I can do whatever feels good. So I'm trying not to put pressure on myself. Trying just to kind of take baby steps and really listen to my body and not overdo it. And that's really hard for me because I want to go full force, but I know I can't. I gotta take it slow. On Thursday, I actually had the day off because I had a couple of doctor's appointments, and I'm just finding a little face here that I wanted to put in, and they both went really well. And at one, we talked about something that we're kind of keeping an eye on, and everything is stable. So I put a note in there about that. I just wanted to kind of remember that. It's something that I have to get checked every year now. But so far so good. We're okay right now. And then below that, I even got a few Attagirls from my doc. She gave me a few compliments, and because we had talked about some goals back in September, and I met some of those goals, and she was proud of me, and I felt good. And then at the bottom, I put, I'm not starting at 0, but it feels like it. I have to be patient and kind to my body as I rebuild. That's the mindset I need to have right now, and I have to keep, or I'm going to burn myself out and get frustrated. So right now, I'm filming this a week after the week you're watching. I'm feeling kind of zen about it. I'm feeling motivated, but not putting too much pressure. So just got to keep at it. And then on Friday, this was surprising, but not. We actually canceled school. The state wouldn't really let us go online. You have to get permission to do that these days. And so we just had to cancel school because we didn't have enough teachers or kids to have school. So I put here that I saw that coming. I can't say I was mad about it though. We all needed a break. Totally true. So we actually had Monday off too, so we had a 4-day weekend, but I had a 5.5-day weekend, which was really nice considering the headache just kept coming back and cycling in. So it was nice to have the time to rest I did some yoga this day, which felt really good. I was super sore on Saturday, but I felt good. I also used this day to like do my weekend errands because I saw like a window of time where I didn't have a headache, and I was like, let me go get some stuff done. And I'm really glad I did that because Saturday and Sunday were kind of rough. I am putting in a box here on Saturday that I took a lazy day. I think you need one of those every once in a while, but yeah, I just needed a day. I actually stayed in my PJs the entire day. I think it was necessary. I put this tweet in that says, having not gotten COVID yet feels like I've been hiding in the back of a 2+ year long middle school dodgeball game and the front lines have been thinned. And I couldn't put it better myself. That's the perfect explanation. I'm like triple vaxxed at this point, but I'm just like waiting for it to happen. I'd take all the precautions, but I mean, it is what it is at this point. Okay, so also on Saturday, 2 things here. I finished The Huntress. Loved that book so much. It's definitely, I know it's only January, it's definitely a favorite of 2022. Loved it. Loved it, loved it. Would really enjoy watching that as a series. If that could ever happen, that would be awesome. I also finished Cheer Season 2, and I put in a picture of Coach Chris from Trinity Valley, which is like the Navarro's rival. But I just loved him so much, and he reminded me of Coach Beard from Ted Lasso. And every time he was on the screen, he just like made my heart grow. And I just wanted to put him in here to remember that. On Sunday, I am putting in a note here that I had a headache like off and on all weekend. Put in a little munchkin to mark that. I was feeling pretty good on Sunday afternoon, so I decided to go out for a hike because I needed to get outside and get some sunshine. But on the tail end of my hike, it went from a headache to a migraine. It like came back and then just went like crazy. And so I came home and I took a nap, a really long nap. It was like 5 hours, something crazy. But I apparently needed it because when I woke up, I wasn't feeling like super great, but I felt so much better. And then by the next day, I was feeling pretty good. So I don't know. And then I read like till midnight. Probably not the best thing, but I slept too much. And then over here on my sidebar, which I use to journal, just adding a little bit of deco to it just to make it look cute. And then I'm writing here, unpredictable and progressively worse. And I'm talking about the week itself. But it wasn't all bad. I feel like I'm opening a new chapter with my body. So again, just trying to keep like the right mindset when it comes to my physical body and treating it correctly. And then just to wrap up, my favorite moment was the long weekend. It was hard to pick something, but I was grateful for that, so I chose it for my favorite moment. Here is this week all finished up. It turned out really pretty. I just love this color combo. It's definitely different from the spreads that I've done so far for this year, and I'm just loving this. It's very wintry. It wasn't super cold this week like it is the current week, like I'm filming the next week. But anyway, it wasn't a great week, but it wasn't terrible either. I like to look on the bright side, so I'm glad that I found some things throughout here that just pull out the positives, you know? That's what we got to do right now. I hope that you enjoyed this plan with me. If you did, give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Hit that notification bell if you want to be notified when I upload, and I will see you next time. Bye!